Hello friends, I came with another topic. Thinking about a world without inventions would be to imagine a much more difficult daily existence. We depend on inventions to keep us safer and to help make our lives easier and more comfortable. Whether they are objects in the home or the materials your home or school are made from. In the home, many of the items you use every day were invented within the last 200 years. You may be surprised to learn, however, that some were invented much longer ago. Well, today we will discuss about some inventions that we use every day, such as soap, shampoo, mirror, scissors, toothpaste, ball, and dictionary. It's good to keep clean whether it's washing your hands before a meal or taking a bath or shower. Many inventions help us to keep clean. The first concrete evidence we have of soap-like substance is dated around 2800 BC. The first soap makers were Babylonians, Mesopotamians, Egyptians, as well as the ancient Greeks and Romans. All of them made soap by mixing fat, oils, and salts. Soap was not made and used for bathing and personal hygiene, but was rather produced for cleaning, cooking utensils or goods, or was used for medicine purposes. People seem to have made soap from about 1000 BC onward by boiling fat with wood ash. Soap was originally used for medicinal purposes and was not really the kind of soap that makes a good leather. It was probably the Romans in about AD 150 who first started using soap to wash things. And Roman women were using a kind of soap as a shampoo 100 years earlier. The invention of washing our hair and using shampoo has quite a story that transcends all throughout the world and from BC to present day. Do you know shampoo was invented in India? Not the commercial liquid one, but the method by use of herbs. The word shampoo itself has been derived from the Sanskrit word champu, which means to massage. People in the Indian subcontinent started using a variety of Ayurvedic extracts to rinse their hair very early on. The earliest effective shampoo was made by boiling soap berries with dried Indian gooseberry or amla and used the strain extract. Humans look at themselves in the mirror every day. This began 4 or 5000 years ago using discs of polished copper or bronze. A hand mirror was an essential fashion accessory in ancient Egypt, and the Romans gazed at themselves in mirrors made of silver. The first glass mirrors, requiring a reflective material on one side such as silver, were made by Venetian craftsmen in about AD 1300. Scissors with two blades that pivot at the center were invented by the ancient Romans. Although steel scissors that connects at the handle had been used long before that. Today, there is a huge variety of specialized scissors used for tasks from dressmaking to surgery. Scissors are ideal for cutting soft things such as cloth, paper, or hair. The scissor principle was known in 3000 BC, but scissors like those used today with two separate blades pivoted at the center were invented by the Romans in about AD 100. Until steel became cheaper in the 16th century, scissors remained a specialized tool used only by professionals like tailors and barbers. The first successful toothpaste in a tube was made by William Colgate, a New York soap and candle maker. Toothpaste existed in the 19th century but was packaged in jars. The first person to put it in a tube was US dentist Washington Sheffield. His creme dentifrice of 1892 was not very popular, and it was eclipsed 4 years later with the marketing of Colgate Ribbon dental cream by New York soap and candle maker William Colgate. He changed the shape of the tube nozzle and described the result with the successful slogan, "Comes out a ribbon, lies flat on the brush." In 1878, both Thomas Edison in the US and the chemist Joseph Swan in Britain made light bulbs. Both of them had trouble finding a filament that would last long. Edison tried platinum but soon switched to carbon, which Swan had first tried 20 years earlier. By 1880, both inventors had produced good light bulbs, which they showed off at the 1881 Paris Electrical Exhibition. From then on, their lamps began to be used everywhere. The first dictionary was published by an Englishman, Henry Cochrane, in 1623. His English dictionary contained only hard words. He did not see the point of listing words that everybody knew. John Kersey, however, in his New English Dictionary of 1702, did give definitions of everyday words, creating one of the first modern dictionaries. That's all for today. I hope you found it to be helpful. If yes, then please hit the like button, comment your views and subscribe for more videos. Thank you very much for watching.